Not exactly sure how to describe that, other than it's the second time in a row we've been through something like that. And as I told the team after the game, we either got something really good going on here, where we have this kind of heart and soul and kinetic energy that can make comebacks like that, and we've done it pretty much every game, or by the way we start games out, we're going to be in big trouble. So we got to figure out which one ultimately will be true. I like to think that what we saw in the last 7 or 8 minutes, we can work on making that into 12, 15, 20, and eventually 40 minutes. So very happy. Brandon came up big with his energy, and made up for some sluggish performances by a couple other guys. And so we've got to grow. Happy to be 4-1 as opposed to losing this game and trying to figure out why or correct those mistakes. So we'll get back tomorrow, and obviously we've got a difficult chore ahead. We're going on the road for the first time to play Northwestern, and they're very good, and the gym will be very energized. And so we've got to be physically, but most importantly, we've got to be mentally ready to put our boxing gloves on and go to work. And I've tried to say with him specifically that and all of our guys, but him, you got to play to your strengths, and he shoots the ball extremely well. He gets caught sometimes and trying to please and get the ball moving and ball handling, all that. Just get it, move it, get yourself open. If you're open, shoot the ball, and try to keep it as simple as that. And I thought he did that for large stretches of the game today. He hit his first shot, kind of energized him and gained a little bit more confidence, so he was able to make more shots and more plays. And we're especially Billy didn't have his best game, and Eli was struggling a little bit, so we need Brandon and Chris and Trey and other guys to step up, and I thought that they did today. Yeah, I mean, like I said to them, there's something you gotta have some. I don't know the exact terminology. You got to have some chutzpah. You got to have some, intestinal fortitude to be able to do those kinds of things. It's so easy not to. But I want to do that when we're up 6 or 8 as opposed to down 11. That's my goal, and we're not there yet. I like to think very optimistically that we're getting better in that department, but first 30 minutes or so proved me wrong in that department, where we don't, and I've got to figure it out. My staff and I, change up some things, or shake some things up, or practice differently, prepare differently, warm up differently, something that we've got to do to kind of turn the switch a little bit to get them as energized at the beginning of games as they are at the end of games. Yeah, I kind of knew. I said it sarcastically to myself that he's probably going to get in some foul trouble because he's playing catch up, and he's gotten in better shape, but game shape is different from in shape, and I think that's what he's got to get to. He's got to get to a mental rhythm where he understands the flow of the game and he can beat people to spots, and then he can start using his physicality. But when you're late to stuff because you're just getting in the flow for the first time he's played in a long time, so. Tendency to put your hands on people or be a little late and get a hip check, and I think that's what he gets caught in. But he's got good feet and soft hands, so he can make some layups, he can make some things happen around the basket, and I think eventually he'll be a really good basket protector for us by getting there early and having people see his big body as they come at him.